Man. All right, y'all. So today we gonna do a fun one. I know we say that a lot, but it's because it's the case most of the times. This one we gonna do a debate on: should you focus on one person in a relationship, or should you go with the more okay? I'm gonna keep a roster just in case.
Yeah.
Now, I think that you should probably keep a roster in.
I mean, I don't think so. I think if you go into something, half-hearted, you're going to get half-hearted results. You know what I'm saying? So if you go into a relationship or you start talking to somebody, and obviously I'm not talking about from the first text message. I'm talking about this is a person that you've accumulated a lot of, rapport
dates,
with.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, you've been on a couple of dates and stuff, and you really see yourself being with this person. If you go into that situation thinking, hey, I'm gonna just keep me some backup plans just in case. It's like, then what you expecting this to fail, or you expecting? What are you expecting? You can't go into a half-hearted and think you're gonna get a great result. You just can't do that. You got to be all in or all out.
I feel you, but here's the issue. I think that we thinking of logical scenarios. I think that with these women and men these days, they don't have the mindset to be patient and to go see through things. So you gonna almost have to have someone as a backup plan, because you'll be dating somebody like, oh yeah, this person for real, and you realize they've been faking it this whole time. So you didn't wasted your whole time, with this person. Now, like you said, I'm not saying you deep into the relationship. You should, but nah. I think in this day and age, the way people is so finicky and they ain't. Keep your little something on the side. Now, I don't think you should entertain them all at one time, but keep one, especially if you're young, man.
So what do you mean by keep one on the side of you?
Not one. I mean a few.
I'm saying keep some on the side. What you mean? But don't entertain them.
Okay, so nothing physical, I guess is the way I'll put it. But you know what I'm saying? Keep talking to them, because just with this day and age, man, it's a dime a dozen of, well, not even that. One out of 100 people, men and women, you gonna find that I feel like it's actually worth your time these days. I feel like a lot of people want relationships for social media. They want relationships for clout. You might be popping right now, so they want to be with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you don't know how to really sift that kind of stuff out. You look good, you dress fly. You know what I'm saying? She like, okay, I want to be with him. So she faking it for the first 3-4 weeks. He look good, he got money, I want to be with him. You ain't gonna find out until later, oh wait, whoa, that's what it was? You know what I'm saying? And same thing with dudes. You might be like, oh man, she fine, da 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 da, and then you find out later, oh wait, this is not what I thought it was. And I think it is important that you don't be so quick to go fall hell over heels for someone, because some people they'll see somebody and they be like,
well, I feel like that's a different different, topic. You know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily. Basically, what we saying is don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and I think you shouldn't, because if you let's say not head over heels. It's just you give one person all of your attention, it can backfire more often than not.
Yeah, I mean it can, but at the same time, it can still backfire with you entertaining multiple people at the same time.
Mm.
So if you entertaining all these people, you going out on dates and you doing all this stuff. You first of all, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody in here is really you might describe to this person hey, yeah, I still do have a couple of people I talk to, but it ain't nothing serious or whatever. Yeah. Nobody's gonna come out and divulge everything that they're doing, everything that you're saying to this person, everything that you're doing with this person. You're just gonna leave it at, oh well, yeah, I still kind of talk to him and entertain. I don't know how serious this was getting, so I kept my options open.
Yeah.
You might say something like that. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I talked to this girl, I talked to this girl,
Mm-hmm.
I talked to this girl, and I talked to this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? They my backup plans in case whatever don't work. You're not gonna say that.
Yeah.
So if you coming into this relationship with a clear mind and a pure heart, I'm trying to be with you, then you can't come in there with a little bit of deception. That's a little bit of deception.
I feel
to
you.
a certain degree.
I
ain't gonna tell you really about what's going on, but
I feel like
I do got a little something.
But I feel like we everybody comes into the relationship with a little bit of deception. You're not gonna come out divulging everything about yourself or your past.
But that's one of the main things.
But I understood it. But I'm saying when you start a relationship, man,
that's lying about your name.
Hey, I don't know if it's that serious.
If you talking to somebody and you not being 100% with them about like you talking to them and only them. That's kind of a.
I mean, I feel like in this situation, man, you gonna have to play your cards, you know what I'm saying, close to the vest these days, because I just don't really believe in this. And I guess I'm speaking on our generation a little lower. Like, I just don't believe in their commitment to relationships. I don't really see them.
So Chris, sorry to interrupt. So basically, what you're saying is monogamy is basically pointless in this day and age.
Yes, I just don't. I think that there's a even in our friend groups, right? If I look at our friend groups, I don't see most. I just don't see it. Like, I see some of us are like, we're in relationships. Like, I'm in a relationship, you know. But then you got some people who are like, F that. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest on it. And I know that with men and women. Like, women are like, no, because most dudes are things. So I think the biggest thing is just nobody trusts anybody. So because of that culture that's being created, it's hard to even go into a relationship like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put you to the side, I'm gonna be you to the side, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop talking to you. I'm gonna give you my undivided attention, because unfortunately after 4 weeks I might not find out until then that you was a waste of my freaking time. And then I'm gonna be mad that I didn't cut off all these other possibilities and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh dang, one of them should work, one of them could have worked, man.
Let me say this. I'm gonna tell you like an old wise football coach once told me. Life is like football. You know what I mean? And if you go into practice half-hearted with a bunch of other things on your mind, you're going to come in, you're going to have a terrible practice. You're going to string together a couple of bad practices. Then it's going to come game day. Because you got all this other stuff going on that you got your mind on, that you focusing on that, and you focusing on this, and you focusing on that, instead of focusing on what you need to be focused on, you're going to have a bad game. And if that continues, you'll string those games together. And there you go, you got a losing season because your mind's every which way. You could have, whatever happens as a failure that happens in the relationship could be because you have your mind on other things. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that like, I know it ain't everybody's cup of tea, but some people like to be in communication all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that don't necessarily mean that you don't like to be in communication all day.
But
because you're going around and doing all this other stuff, you can't communicate with this person on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. And so now that could be to them a red flag because of whatever happened to them in the past or whatever. And now you can run a relationship before you really could even get it to grow and blossom. Mm-hmm. So I think that sometimes it's okay to say, hey, let's put this away. And then if when you are in that moment, you say, hey, I've been noticing how we work together, and I'm fine. Like I don't think we would work well together. Yeah. And then you can move on, and then you can go to whoever else you want to go to. But I think in that moment at the beginning, you should give this person your undivided attention because that's why nobody trusts nobody. Yeah. Because of that stuff right there.
Hey, and I'm not. It's not that I'm saying like that. You should, but you should definitely look at the option. If you put like this, if you're a young man and young woman, you out here. And you got you a solid 3-4 people. Maybe let's say 2 or 3. I ain't gonna say 3. We got 2 or 3 people on your roster that you like, man. They all might work. Don't just throw them away so quickly. That's all. Don't just for that one person. Don't just throw them away so quickly. Cause hey, you gotta play the odds, man. Cause you never know that one person that it might not work out. It might not work out, and then you're gonna be looking like Boo Boo the Fool when one of yours that you cut off out there just stunned. They out there got a new one. They just I wish I was treated right.
You messed up.
Hey,
that's on you.
Hey,
if you would have put your all into that one, then she wouldn't be already stunned.
Hey, hey, but you never know. Hey, that does happen though.
Right?
That does happen.
It's always that one that got away. Like, yeah, I knew.
Hey, I feel you on that one. But these days, still to be said, man, if you got your little roster, keep it. But you do bring up a good point. Yeah. If you spreading yourself too thin, you ain't gonna be able to get.
Go into it intentional. That's all I'm saying. Hey, go into it intentional. If that's what you want. If not, then be straight from the jump.
So Cam, you were basically saying it's just too much effort trying to keep a whole roster.
Yeah, trying to keep a whole roster, you know what I'm saying, juggling all.
I mean, don't balancing that, you know. It is stressful trying to do that. Like you gonna mess up. Somebody gonna get called the wrong name. Yeah. You gonna say the wrong details to the wrong person.
Right. You said you was gonna be here, but you can't because you helping her fix her flat tire.
Yeah.
And now it's just a whole.
Then you gotta put your phone on Do Not Disturb because you on the date with the other girl. And you don't want her to see your snap. I don't know. I'm
Hey.
speaking of a friend. I
Look,
don't know who did that, but it's just
Talking about, look, ain't
situational.
got nothing to do with it on me.
Hey,
And you run yourself into some issues, man. But you can also run yourself into issues when you just got that one that's out here making you look silly because she might have a roster too.
She
That's
could.
very
So you
true.
know what I'm saying? So you up in her face, you like, yeah, you done dropped all yours off. You like, yeah, you know what, Shawty, I'm gonna give you my full undivided attention. Hopefully that knocks the rest of them out.
But to me, I feel like if you came into it with true, genuine intentions, like I've been saying this for a while, like you can't be played in a relationship if you wasn't playing the game.
Mhm.
Like to me, if we was both messing around with each other and we find out like, oh man, you was doing this, you was doing that. To me, I was playing the game. I was playing the game and I lost, or we both lost in that sense. But what I'm saying is, I can't lose in a game I'm not playing. If I came into this and I'm trying to be with you 100% and I give you my all and I get done dirty in the end, you played yourself. You lost me. I'm not playing a game with you.
I feel you. I
So
feel
you
you.
can't
Yeah,
get played.
I feel you on that. But
Valid point. Very good.
that is a valid point. But people are prideful, and that hurts.
Yeah.
So when you if that happens to you, at least if it happens to you, like, oh, it's cool. I got X, Y, and Z right here. I'm waiting on me anyway.
When I get done crying.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have one of them come over here and console me.
Just in
Hey,
case somebody.
can you bring me over some Chick-fil-A? A number one, no pickle. Well, you know what I'm saying? You good right there. You know what I'm
Just in case
saying?
the main don't work, that's also a great point by Chris. Because you never know if you put all your effort into one and she might not be feeling you like you feeling her, then that's where you lost.
Then start over.
But at the end of the day, I will say this: choose wisely.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna choose his method or my method, just know you got to be all in on one of them because it may not work either way.
Yeah.
She might not be cool. He or she may not be cool with you, and you lose your roster. So it could just all fall apart. So just whatever you choose wisely. And hey, if you have trust and you communicate, it may work out all together. But hey.
Nah, don't keep no roster, man. That's what's wrong with us now.